Across then to Ankara, speak to our correspondent there, Jasper Mortimer, who's following the story from there for us. Jasper, we've been hearing then in the last half hour or so that fighting seems to be continuing. I mean, it doesn't seem like this is going away, does it? Could even be escalating.
It certainly is. The Armenian Prime Minister, Nikol Pashinyan, has said we are on the brink of a full-scale war. And the respected think tank, the International Crisis Group, has said the same thing, adding that it's been caused by the lack of international diplomatic intervention since a flare-up in Nagorno-Karabakh in July. It seems the fighting began yesterday morning when Azeri forces launched an offensive along the whole Nagorno-Karabakh front line with air support. Azeris say they've captured 7 villages and they've taken a strategic mountain. And the leader of the Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh has conceded that his side has lost positions. Agence France Presse is reporting at least 24 dead. And by that measure alone, this is the worst violence since 2016, when more than 100 people were killed. The Russian president, and Russia supplies both countries with arms, Vladimir Putin has called Pashinyan. The Turkish president, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, has called the Azerbaijani president, Ilham Aliyev, and promised to support Azerbaijan to the hilt. Aliyev addressed his people on television last night and quoted Stalin after Germany invaded the Soviet Union in World War II, saying, "Our cause is just and we will win." So it certainly sounds as if Aliyev intends to go all the way.
So, Jasper, where's this coming from then? What's the burning issue behind the conflict?
Well, Nagorno-Karabakh is an Armenian enclave surrounded by Azerbaijani territory. And when the Soviet Union was collapsing in the early 1990s, the Armenians in Nagorno-Karabakh took up arms to break away from Azerbaijan and unite with Armenia. And they were supported by Armenian forces in this. The war raged until 1994. 100,000 people were killed or wounded. And when it ended, it was quite clear that the Azeris had lost. Nagorno-Karabakh had, in fact, broken away and was enjoying a measure of independence, not recognized by the world. And Armenia managed to capture most of the territory between its own state and Nagorno-Karabakh. Now, this was a big humiliation for Azerbaijan. It's got 3 times the population of Armenia. It's a much richer country. It gets a lot of money from its oil in the Caspian Sea. Now, since 1994, Azerbaijan has been investing heavily its oil and natural gas revenues into building up its military. And its military investment has been so big that there has been the suspicion that the Azeris were actually itching for the war to resume so that they can take revenge for 1994 and recapture Nagorno-Karabakh. One hopes that what is happening now isn't actually a play out of that suspicion.
Jasper, thanks very much. Jasper Mortimer joining us there from Ankara.